Welcome back. This is part two, where we look at the week ahead. So after the Jackson Hole Symposium last week, we're bound to hear from a lot of central bank speakers this week. And of course, we're closing in on the next round of central bank meetings after their summer recess as well. And then of course on top of that, we've got Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index. We've got some housing data coming out. Then we've got that consumer confidence, which I really like because, that's all around our confidence, our earning ability, because that relates to our spending, or it should do at least. And then jobs data. So we've got JOLTS coming out, ADP. In between all of that, but then we've got GDP coming out in the US. The Fed's favourite metric for inflation, PCE. Then we've got non-farm payroll on Friday, along with ISM. And, it's going to be an interesting week with all that data coming out. Now, when you look at NFP, also look at the hour earnings and the weekly hours and the unemployment rate, because those are sort of more the inflationary elements. And then moving on to the EU, we've got business climate, again that consumer confidence, CPI, looking at inflation data there, and the unemployment rate. In Germany, again that consumer confidence, so we're going to see a lot of that from a lot of countries this week. So again, it gives you a bit of insight into sort of how we as the consumer feel about the economy wherever we are in the world. Again in Germany we've got CPI, and then we've got retail sales, their unemployment rate and PMI. In the UK we've got shop price index, so how prices are doing in the high street. Consumer confidence again, consumer credit, so again probably expecting to see that creeping up as people struggle to pay their bills. Some housing data, which hasn't been that great in the UK, and also PMI. And then in Australia, we've got those retail sales, CPI, and some housing data. In Japan, we've got the unemployment rate. Then we've got retail sales, industrial production, again some housing data, and also the PMI. Switzerland, they got their ZEW coming out, along with retail sales and CPI. China's pretty quiet, just got their PMI out. And in Canada, we're going to see their GDP and PMI. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. The US has got the majority of the data out, and especially that's going to be market impacting. Last week was a bit of a mixed week, so let's see where we go this week. The dollar did finish the week stronger. Is that going to be able to continue? And of course, if you've been listening to these week after week and you look and you go onto my macro outlook, I did say that the dollar was cheap when it dipped, the Dixie dipped below 100, which I just couldn't work out why people wanted to sell the dollar so aggressively, to be honest with you. But it's coming back now and coming back strong. Okay, so now we're going to move on and look at that macro outlook. So I'm not going to go through these on every single part, so it's all there. But what we offer is fantastic. It's all to support you as traders and help you to progress. So check us out, check the website out, see what we can do for you.